we're out. January the 12th. I should know that because it was my birthday yesterday. I'm not going to tell you how old I was. I'll Stephen will later.
75.
I'm pleased he's wrong.
Just.
So we've left the car in Chopyard. Some would say. I think I prefer to call it Chopgate. But anyway, the locals apparently call it Chopyard.
I can't imagine there's many locals living in there.
No.
That looks like a second home kind of dwelling to me.
I don't think that pub's got many years left, has it? Because it seems pretty quiet. So we've come through the village. So we go on the opposite side. Where I pointed before was towards the Wainstones. And what do you call that fell we slept on before? Cringlemoor. But this time we're going up to where we've been, up towards where we've been before with Stephen, which was the inclined top. But we're going to find somewhere different. We don't know where yet, but I've no doubt we'll find somewhere. It's we've come through a lot of fog on the way up to here, on the road I mean. But once we're getting here, there's a bit of a bit mist hanging around, but it's not too bad. The sun's trying to get through and there's a little bit of blue sky, but it's a nice afternoon. So I'll catch you a bit later as we get nearer the tops. So I've been going to come out for weeks now. I was going to come out camping with one of my mates, my cycling buddies, Graham, but the weekend we'd chosen was one of them storms that's been sometime in mid-December, so that was cancelled. Then I was going to go again with Stephen just between Christmas and New Year, and again the weather just wasn't feasible really. And we've come out today, and to be honest, the reason we've picked where we've actually come to has more to do with being able to get there in the car and park safely and know that when we get back to it we're going to get home. Not much point in parking out in the middle of nowhere and get stuck because of snow or whatever. So that's why we've chosen to come this way. We've been here this way before and it's very nice, so I'm sure we'll have a nice camp. There's no Trangia Masterclass today because Santa Claus brought everybody some dried meals, so we're going to have to get them used. It's clouded over a little bit since we set off, and as we're getting higher, it's definitely getting colder. I've got my new hat on, my birthday hat, and Stephen copied.
Who got you that hat, Dave?
I said Stephen bought us this hat for me birthday present. I'm not going to mention birthday again. So it's nice up here. But the sun over there looks really smart. Looks nice on the fields, but you'll probably not be able to see it on the GoPro. So we've arrived at Round Hill and there's nothing to see, and it's a bit windier, But we're going to go on the lee side and see if we can find a flat spot and try and get pitched up, because it's 5 to 4, so 5 to 4 now, so I don't suppose we've got a great deal of light left. Maybe it's another 3/4 of an hour at the most. It's up, just needs pegging out now. So there's my tent and there's Stephen's tent. We're quickly losing the light. It's about 4:10 I think. So I'm going to finish off pegging out and then get in and get some warm clothes on and get the kettle on. We'll try and start emptying the bag now. Food. Toiletries, sleeping gear, beer, and it's nice and cold. Rubbish bag. Down jacket. I bet that water's frozen in the morning.
But there's a little trick apparently, if you put it in your shoe upside down.
Alright. Now Stephen says you put your water in your shoe upside down. Mind you haven't got to take it out of the bottle. Oh, that was a bottle. Right, let's get my thermostat blown up. Well, I'm about set up. There's my bed all made up. I've lofted me sleeping bag up a bit. There's a look out the door. There's Stephen's duo made. But there's nothing much to see. I can assure you of that. I'll have a look out and see what it looks like. There we are. Right, let's get some warm gear on and get the kettle on. Well, it's opening time, and as my tribute to Hengist's Wild Camps, or Wild Camper, I'm having some McEwen's Champion 7.3%, highly recommended by Hengist.
Steve.
Cheers, Steve. By gum. That's lovely beer, that. Oh, lovely. Right, dinner time. No Trangia class today. No Trangia meal. So I've got real termat, Asian curry. It's been, I put the hot water on 8 minutes ago. So here we go. I have no idea whether it's beef, chicken, because it doesn't say on the packet. I've got a feeling it might be nothing. It might be just Asian curry.
Asian people. Asian curry.
That's what it says.
I say,
No.
is it made of humans?
Maybe. Huh? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's 10:05. It's not as cold now as it was earlier on. The wind's dropped a little bit. It was getting quite windy, but it's not quite as windy as it was. But I've been listening to a bit of a radio, and it's time I went to bed. Sorry, I am in bed. It's time I went to sleep. I can feel a little bit dampness on the tent, but it's not too bad. I'm certainly warm and snug as a bug in a rug. So I'm going to go to get my head down and go to sleep. Night night. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's 10 to 8. I've been away since about 6:30 from a not particularly good night's sleep. We've just sort of had our breakfast, got the gear sorted, and we're actually ready for the off now. As you can see, I'm all packed up. We've left no trace. I'm not going to show you because it's just snow. Little drops of yellow snows here and there as well. So have you had a good night, Stephen?
Nah, terrible.
We've had a good camp, but not a particularly good night's sleep. So we're going to head off now. We're going to go past Round Hill where we headed for, and then we're away home. Also, we're way back to the car. Thanks for watching if you've gotten this far. Remember, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'd love to see your comments. So see you on the next one. Hopefully the next one the weather might be a little bit better than this.